Good morning or good afternoon. In today's video, we are going to be going over the Sharky contracts and basically go over the July NFT lending adventure and how that's been going. It has been a very crazy nail biter of a month, and there's been many factors involved, but the main one is the Solana price movements. But just to give you a quick refresher, we ended last month, or the June update, with Degod loan number 535. They paid us 0.345, and I think we generated about like 1.2 Solana in profit for the month. And you can see that going into July, we had no active loans, but we were searching for a potential Degod loan. If we go to the price of Solana a month ago, just starting on July the 2nd, we entered at about $150 in Solana, and then it went to an all-time low of like 123, 124, 100 there, 122.6, and then a few days ago it was at 193. So quite volatile, going from 123 all the way up to 193, $70 difference, and that has caused a huge movement and disturbance in NFT prices. But that said, I have had a very good month. So you can see we straight away went back into some degenerate ape loans. Just it's a stable thing, but I will say I'll look at some of the older prices and then just currently compare them to today's prices. So that was 23 weeks ago. The current floor price is 2.6, and I was doing loans for 3.3. We did a Utes, which was just still connected to the Degods, but even something like the Degod, which we did, last month at 17.3, it's now 12.5. If you look at something like the Ute, you gotta, I did a 4 Solana loan, it's now 2.2. A classic Cyberfrogs, we did a Cyberfrog loan. Now, that's actually held its price quite well. So there are some projects that are holding on quite well. Some have absolutely tanked, and you must be careful. I'm very fortunate and very lucky that at the time, none of these defaulted and the price didn't slip under me. But it does happen, and you must always consider it when you calculate and you consider something like NFT loans. Preferably do NFT loans for collections that you have conviction in and that you believe in the long term and you don't mind holding. And then the other thing to consider is if you get lucky and you're holding rare, valuable traits for the collections. So you kind of want to be, somewhat knowledgeable about the collections that you want to do loans on. And then if you identify rare traits, then you can essentially leverage up and do more loans, and you can put more liquidity into loans, and then hopefully be a little bit more greedy and get a higher APY. So I did 2 famous foxes, and that was just because I saw a very good LTV difference. So we did both of them at about 4 and 4.2 at the same time, and you can see, can't even see the floor price. So floor price, considering the current market, it's held up. It's still at about 4. So it's gone down a bit since I did my loans, but in general, 2 weeks, considering that the price went 2 weeks ago, we would be middle of June, 160, and then it went up to 190. So Solana went up, NFTs went down. It's quite normal. But we did 2 famous foxes loans, and we were very chuffed. You can see we did so many loans this month. We did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, compared to the previous month where we probably did 1, 2, 3, 8. Anyway, moving on. 2 famous foxes. We did another Utes because honestly I quite liked the Ute loans. It was very similar to Degods, but just way less liquidity. You can see already that even though there was only a 7-day difference between the Utes, the floor price was going down by 10%, and now it's 2.2. We did another Tensorians. I really like them. I kind of want one to default so I can get one, but you can see even that floor price 2 weeks ago, we were doing at 11. The floor price would have been about 12, 12.2, and now it's already just under 10. We went back and did another Degenerate Ape at 4.5, and now the floor price is 3.5. It is like tanking quite heavily. We have 2 loans that are still active and probably gonna default. This one won't default, and if it does, I'm okay with it, but it shouldn't default. We had a Degods loan that I thought would default because the floor price was about 13 and this loan was 13.7. I was quite lucky though, so I will show you guys. So what was really nice about this one is, one, it had a rare background. While none of the actual traits are quite like valuable and rare, just the simple fact that it was a red D-God with devil horns with the hull background, I think there was some desirability behind it, and it made it more of like, instead of it being 100% desirable traits, it was more just a desirable combo. And then, but more importantly, I think just the hull background itself is very valuable. Let's just quickly go take a look-see. Background, and then we scroll down, and hull, yeah, so even then, the hull background, without being, you know, with devil horns and like telling the story, it's still at 14.1, and we did our loan for 13.7, so just the rare background made it valuable. And then we also got quite lucky and we did a Galactic Gecko loan, and this one, the floor price would still be very solid. Yeah, geckos are always quite solid and stable. Once again, the only problem with them is that they do a 2-week loan instead of a 1-week loan. And then as for these Degenerate Apes, honestly, I'm expecting this one to default, so I will maybe potentially lose half a Solana. It depends if I hold on to it and maybe try and resell it if the market picks back up. And then as for the suit, I would be quite happy if this one defaults. I can't imagine this will default. So the suit is one of the more desirable traits in the like Degenerate Ape universe. So if we go to the DAA, you can see clothing. So yeah, you can see that the floor price is still quite high at 25. No one's going to be paying that. But if you look at the recent sales from a few months ago, like nothing's less than 20 Solana. So if we got this for like even 4.5, you can easily sell it for 7 to 10 Solana in today's market. So I wouldn't be too upset if that one defaults, but I almost guarantee you that it won't default. I'll let you guys know in next month's update. But as for what loans I'm going to do, I haven't considered. Like, I think I'm going to slow down for the first week or so of August. Like, next month's definitely going to be a slower month, just because a lot of the loans are more nail biters. If you're prepared and you've got high risk tolerance, it could be the best time to get in. But at the same time, typically when I prefer NFT lending when Solana is more stable. But yeah, just projects that I've got my eye on, as always, the Galactic Geckos, quite stable and consistent. A lot of the other ones have taken a bit of a hit, like Degods has taken a huge hit, but I would still consider them just because I like maybe some Ute loans, maybe. Degenerate Apes, I've got so many of them, but I potentially could do more. So the good thing about these is I believe that there's a strong potential for a comeback when I see something like this. When the floor price is 3.5 and then your loans are already 3.26, you've got you've got more than a 90% LTV. Like, I believe the floor price can easily shoot back up because there's a big support in terms of loans. So yeah, I think you're quite safe even buying a Degenerate Ape Academy if you want it. Cyberfrogs, definitely potential, good LTV still, good excitement with the Scum update, so that's definitely on the table. Once again, Tesorians, I'm quite keen for. Clay, I really want to do Clay loans again, but they have tanked quite a bit, so I just think they're a bit too volatile right now. Yeah, I guess that's kind of it. That's all I've got on my radar. I kind of want to get maybe a Sensei Panda, but I haven't seen them being uploaded to the Sharky network yet. And yeah, that's kind of it. I'm just, even something like Mad Lads has taken a huge hit. So I'm just going to wait and see what's going to happen. Let me know down below what collections you guys are doing loans on, or if you're taking a break from loans as well. Yeah, let me know. Get me excited. Share which collections you guys think are quite safe for the first 2 weeks of August. I'll probably definitely get back in. Like, August won't be empty, but I might just wait the first week just to see how the market shapes out and get a feel of what's going on. Let me know what you guys are doing. Catch you guys in the next update. Bye.